Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a complete Azolla pond, which I'm going to show you how we constructed this. We have already done everything to this pond that was needed to be done, and we have already also planted our Azolla. As you can see, this is like day 3 after we planted our Azolla, and you can see the Azolla is doing quite okay. We planted about 3/4 of 20 liter buckets, which is around at least 10 kilos. We planted it here. So the material we use for construction is just timber, and we got some dam liner that we put under, and we dug about 1 feet. The measurements is around 15 feet by 32 feet, the length. And the other thing, okay, I'll be explaining everything as we go on. So welcome, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Let me just show you the outside of this Azolla pond. As you can see, this is our Azolla pond. We have placed the manure in sacks. That is it. Welcome, stay tuned as we show you how we set up this Azolla pond. So the first step when constructing Azolla pond is to identify a suitable site. Most recommended is under a shed. But since we do not have a suitable shed in our homestead, we had decided to do the artificial one by using a shed net. So after identifying the suitable location, we did our measurements based on the shed net that we had and decided that we need to do a 15 feet by 34 feet Azolla pond. And also decided to dig within that pond a 1 feet. So 1 feet, why? Because the minimum recommended size is around 17 centimeter, but we give it an allowance so that in case of rain water coming in, it won't overflow and sweep away your Azolla. So that is why, and this is the digging being done now. So the next step for us was to put down the dam liner. We got a 1 mm dam liner. Though the dam liner was a bit bigger, we did not want to cut it because it will serve some purpose later. And we stretched it out and put it along the dam. The purpose of the dam liner is to ensure that you don't lose water when you are doing your thing or you are having your water. So this is us setting up the dam liner, and it actually did quite okay. So the third aspect that we looked at is the shading of our Azolla pond, and we did build some trusses so that we can place our shade net above it. This is to ensure that the amount of sunlight getting through to the Azolla is not like the full sunlight. Azolla requires 50% sunlight in order to give optimum yield. So this is us now constructing the trusses so that we can place above it our Azolla shading. It may look like an overkill, but those timber we used, and there are some rejects. Literally, you cannot step over them. So that's what we did as part of the Azolla pond. What followed next is us placing now the shade net above. As you can see, the measurements were quite good, quite okay as we had anticipated. So the shade net was to cover not the whole thing, but to just allow some lights from the sides, and also ensure that we get some little amount of light getting through to the Azolla. And we found it quite okay. So this is it. We were doing putting the shade up, and also we allow the water now to come in even as we are completing out with what finishing up the setup. The next step for us was to bring in some goat manure, and what we had with us was goat manure. We got some 5 bags of goat manure. I placed them along the center of the pond so that we can be enriching the Azolla just bit by bit. But of course, this one is not enough for this pond. We need at least 10 of the bag of the manure. So we'll be adding in some more of the manure. Continually pumping in the water using a solar, and even as we were anticipating to start our planting our Azolla. The final touches involved ensuring that our nets were tightly held to the posts to ensure that it's not blown away by wind, and to ensure that it's also firmly held. Pumping continued for another additional hour because this thing is quite huge. So we continued pumping for another hour. Come on guys, it is almost 1 hour, so let's go to the nursery, Azolla nursery, get some Azolla, come and plant it in this somehow bigger pond. So let's go. So it's steep. We're going to get our Azolla seeds. This is where the water is coming from. As you can see, we have that solar panel there. It's just a small one. That solar panel. So the water is being pumped from here. As you can see, and there is the pump. There is the pump. So there we have the pump. I planted some super napier around this dam. The super napier grass. This one is Lucina. I call it our Kena or whatever. Yes. We have some sunflower that we bless the birds with. We did not harvest. The birds ate all of them. So yes, this is it. Then we have some cassava that we planted here. We're doing well. Cassava. So I'm going to where the Azolla nursery is. Here we have some beehives, so I'll be very careful not to disturb them, because if they just stay here, it's very painful. So I'll just cross. This is where I'm crossing. Yeah, I've crossed over. This is how I'm going, just slowly. This is the first pond that we tried to do some Azolla, but it did not do well because when the water subsided, it just left the Azolla by the sides. Yes, this is our Azolla nursery, and we want to do the harvesting and take it to the bigger pond. So actually it did not come with something that I'll use to harvest, so I'll be using just my hand. Yes. Okay, you can see. This is how we are doing the harvesting. Also, I'll leave a small percentage up, just a small percentage. So I'm going to pause this video, then harvest, then see you later for me to use both hands. Yeah. So as I'm doing this, one of my beehives started behaving funny. Hey. Almost 1,000 bees are coming out. So I can't go any closer, but I hope you can see. These are African bees, they are very wild. So forgive me, I can't go any close. But as you can see, the second hive from the right. Almost all the bees are out. I don't know why. So for my safety, I'm going to leave. But I hope they are not swarming. I really hope they are not swarming. So I'm done harvesting. And as you can see, we still have a lot of Azolla. This is just one of my feet wide apart and about 4 feet going the other side. But what I've been able to harvest is over 10 kilos. As you can see, it is 3/4 of this bucket. 3/4 of this bucket, so it's almost here. Yes, as you can see, it's almost here. Wow, it's over 10 kilos this one. So I'm going to plant. Follow me. We have our Azolla right here, as you can see. And what we are going to do is to plant the Azolla. The guy who taught us this, called Young Farm or something, yeah, he said you take the Azolla, you rub it in your hands like this. After we planted our Azolla, as you can see, yes, the sun is getting through from the other side, but that's not a problem. But generally, we have shade everywhere. This is a very big pond. Probably water we have here is around 6,000 liters. The capacity that we can hold even more. So this is it. As you can see, this is it. This is our Azolla farm. We have the shade right up there. Using timber. it was an investment, but I hope it will be worth the investment. Otherwise, please, this is just the beginning of the journey. So if you want to get more about this journey, make sure to subscribe